and not just selling it physically. He was selling it physically, and he was selling it on social media, and he's so proud of it. This is somebody that his mother too his mother is a thief, not was. She is a thief. So VDM is a thief. Ojiadiye. Because he doesn't want to work. When his prick wasn't selling properly, he Ojiadiye tojeon. His parents failed. His grandparents failed.
Hold on. He stole chicken again.
Yeah, he stole chicken before he became a prick seller. He stole chicken.
Wow.
Yeah. According to
Mayor, I beg, don't kill me.
according to so people now suddenly look at this nuisance, for lack of better word, and he stole generator. Thank you, Liver Vibes. So he is a
Generator too.
tifa.
He didn't add carburetor. He didn't add carburetor.
He's a serial tifa and a serial prick.
I'm trying to picture him.
Try and picture him. You know, the day he was released from that his prison he went to, the day he was released with that yellow shokoto he wore. Try and picture him in that yellow shokoto, chasing after a neighbor's chicken with that is useless dreadlock or useless weaving he had on his head. So now I've put that picture. So thank you. I didn't lie. Well, how many words can I say that will not lie? He said himself that when they are hungry, they will go and be stealing chicken. When somebody is hungry, is it chicken you go and steal? Kolo jifufu, kolo toro eba, lowo yeleba, ole chicken lo loji. So Nigerians are supposed to thank you very much. So Nigerians are supposed to be intelligent. Nigerians, the giant of Africa, as in we are the giant of Africa. We have alleged to be the most intelligent species among Africans. We are the go-getters. Wherever we go, we are allowed, they feel our presence. Nigerians have all the qualifications in the world. As in any qualification you'll find in Nigeria in it. From lawyer, doctor, politics, in science, in sports, in entertainment, anything in business, anything all over the world, you find Nigerians there. But suddenly there is a fraction of nitwits that suddenly sees this another nitwit as their messiah. It amazes me, like not one person can actually come out and say, no, hold on a minute, this doesn't sound right, this doesn't look right. So VDM has carried them go market, barb their hair for them, but they are still there. Then they move for there, then be proper Oswald. Proper Oswald. So I really don't know. So he coming out saying he's analyzing video, he's this, is that. The first way, the number one way you can know something is scripted is when we all talk about the same thing in the same way. So you saying Adura and Omowunmi's statement doesn't tally. Are they twins? Even twins have different thought process. They will see things differently. So how do you expect whatever they've said to the police to be the same thing? But
No, he's not even talking about what they said to the police. He's talking about what they said at interview. Make it make sense. So Wunmi was supposed to go there and say, then Mohbad was on the floor. He was not doing like this. So, okay, doing that, how would we understand what she's trying to explain to us?
He's an idiot. That's why I said his IQ is so low. It boggles my mind.
You know me, I keep saying he's very immature.
No,
As a matter
honestly,
of fact,
Lilibet, his IQ is so low. It boggles my mind. I hope VDM doesn't have a driving license because he's a danger to himself and to people on the road. Because he shouldn't be using that IQ to drive. Not talk more of crossing the road. And definitely, he shouldn't use the same IQ to impregnate a woman because he's going to give birth to non-entities like him. And this is not a shade, it's a fact. It's a statement of fact. He's got something wrong with his brain. And Yomi is already know his place in the world. He is a complete failure. He has nothing left going for him. All he comes to do is shout and scream and cry. Imagine Lilibet, Yomi begging that a man like himself, should carry his hard-earned money and buy him a Range Rover because he's an Evoque. He have specifics. Evoque. Imagine that, as in, he is crying that men are buying cars for ladies, but they look at him that he's a 6-footer with.
That was another nuisance.
He is a bloody nuisance, and I'm like, now wow. Men are praying to have money to spend on their women, but Yomi is praying to be forever poor, that he has to beg a man like himself to be giving him money. I now ask, if they buy you the Range Rover, are they the one that will be foiling the Range Rover for you? Are they still the one that will be changing the tire in the street of Lagos that you'll be driving? A nail will puncture your tire. Does he even know? I don't blame him. He doesn't even know how much it costs to maintain a car. So what do you expect? Overnight, I was listening to Lenchi and Co and Binti. Binti, àánú rẹ̀ ò ṣe mí. So ti rí tán bá tún gbọ́ ọ mú. Ṣorí wọn pé gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀yà jòsí tí wọ́n ti yapa ẹ ti ní up to 10 àbí 20 groups. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò dáwó fún wọn, ìwọ mu òṣì tó kọlà sóhùn yẹn. Because ẹnu ẹ̀ ṣì ń ré belebelebele òru ìwọ náà ti di àwọn jókèm tó máa ń ṣe mítìn lóru. Lẹ́ńchì ìlú òyìnbó ló wà. Ó máa kó ẹ sí wàhálà. Tó bá ti kó ẹ sí yọ́yọ́ tán, ó máa yọ kíní lẹ́sẹ̀. Wait a minute. They said Lenchi has collected his doctor certificate. He has finished learning how to be a doctor. Lenchi, irọ́ ti bà tiẹ̀ jẹ́, olòṣì, amukumẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹranko játijàti. Irọ́ ti báyé Lenchi jẹ́. Honestly, I said it was a few days ago. I feel so sorry for people that are dating these people. I feel so sorry for their family members, because how do you have conversation with these people that will gaslight you? They will lie through their teeth and they won't no remorse, nothing. As in, how can adult men lie like that? Lenchi will be talking as if he was there. He is a fly in the wall of their house, so he knows everything that is going on. These were family that none of us, or most of us, does not know prior to this incident. Lenchi, I just can't stand that guy, or his voice, or his thought process. He's another nuisance like Lagata.
To be honest, I actually feel Lenchi is mentally disturbed, kind of.
He is, to be honest.
No, I'm not abusing him.
I agree with you.
I feel he's got some mental
Another one that I will lump. Another idiot that will lump in the group of Lenchi is that Richie. That's his voice. Number one irritates me. Richie, I don't know whoever has hurt you. Honestly, I feel so sorry for you. I don't know what that woman did for you, because the way you keep crying and crying and crying, it seems the woman didn't just break your heart. She snatched your soul as well. Because this way you don't stop crying. You won't stop crying. Something has messed up with these people's brain. Honestly. And sometimes I don't blame the women that have shown you guys shaggy, because some of you are so useless. Mama Shebianikpe, you are the best thing that has happened to women since toast bread or since washing machine. Máa kápá sókè, ní tẹríba, níwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, mọ bó ṣe ń tọ́jú obìnrin. Táwọn obìnrin yẹn bá wá ṣó yín ní ṣége, ẹ máa bọ́ sí internet, ẹ máa sunkún sí àwa innocent souls létí. Richie, Lenchi, Lagata, Sholake, oríṣiríṣi wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, and you see all of them, we congregate in a group. If you now look at the men on this side, they are not just good, the men on this side, they are good husbands. We've seen it with the way they talk. They are not only just good husbands, they are good fathers, they're good people in the society. They are well-rounded, they are well-educated. You can see it when they come up, is it from Pythagoras to the two Otumbas, to every man that are on this side that have said, no, we do not want to, we are not allowing you to victimize a widow. We will not allow you to victimize a minor. This is not right. Compare it to all those useless men. There might be very fraction of men on this side. They might just be little. But the fact is, you can see the quality in their life. And even though we might not know them physically, we can see how they operate and how they relate in their home, from the way they talk here, from the way they have been standing by and saying, we're standing by the truth. You see all these useless people, they will rather go with narratives that doesn't make sense. See men that are supposed to be Olori Ebi, men that are supposed to be Daojus, men that are supposed to be the defender of not just their home, the defender of their community, the defender of their nations. See them sitting down, having conversations as if they are drunkards. You know those days when, before internet and all those things, all these men that will go and sit at the newspaper kiosks and be arguing how Awolowo was not the first premier, how Lord Lugard has 3 wives, how Nnamdi Azikiwe was this. These are the talk these men are interested in. They have no interest in nation building. They have no interest in building their homes. They do not treat their women right. They do not treat their children right. And when they grow old, they become old and lonely and sad. And they are now projecting their sadness onto the society. Look at a grandfather, Sholake. We be talking as if they have slapped some part of his brain off. Maybe one should lobotomy from Sholake. Look at that other nuisance called Mr. Adeshino. I don't even want to talk of Lati Olori Ebi. We all have agreed, is a general consensus that Lati is a bloody nitwit. His brain work was underdeveloped. That has been agreed. But you see all these other men, you ask yourself, now look at the younger ones among them. Like, okay, tí àgbà wọn bá tiẹ̀ kọ́gbọ́n, àwọn kéékèèké àárín wọn ńkọ́? Bíntín instead kó lọ, bóyá wà lọ kọ́ṣẹ́ mọ́ iṣẹ́ tó ń kọ́, or kó gbé ìwé kó máa kà lójoojúmọ́ so that ó máa lè help ilé ayé ẹ̀. Irọ́, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò kàn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tí ò kàn ẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, ìdí ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ òun lobì ń kú sí. Ẹ wo bí gbogbo wọn ṣe rí rádaràda bí ọbẹ̀ ọlọ́kà. Tán bá mú wọn ń sìn wọn, ìyá wọn máa wá bọ́ta. Àwọn ìyá yín tó kọ̀ tí ò kọ́ yín, ọ̀ tó yẹ kán ti rọ yín pa nígbà tẹ́ kéré. Wọn ò tẹ̀ rọ yín pa nìyẹn. Ṣèbódé ẹ kán kọ́ yín. Àwọn ìyá yín tó bímọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ òṣì bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n máa da ìdààmú àti silliness sí àdúgbò. Well, I can't really blame your parents true to some extent, because tí wọn ò bá bí irú yín, irú àwọn wo ló máa ṣọmọ ọ̀dọ̀? Àwọn ọlọ́mọ máa ṣe vulcanizer. Ẹ má bínú yín tó ń ṣe vulcanizer o. But this is fact. When you refuse to train your children, àwọn tẹ́ máa bí sí gbòòrò nìyẹn. Lagata will go from one platform. Ó máa, is it that kó wà lórí Lati or kó wà lórí Papa Shit? Ó máa parọ́.
That one, he can lie.
Honestly.
Can lie. I think he's possessed.
He is possessed. I agree with you.
He can lie.
Because how does humans sit down and lie without shame or reproach? How do they not even think, okay, the fact is, so sometimes I ask myself, are these people taking it as a joke? As in, they've literally taken the life of another human, the pain of a family, the loss of a young lad. They've taken it as a thing of fun to congregate and make up stories, because make it make sense. How does this even make sense to this bloody nitwit? They will say things as if they were there, gong 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 gong, because gong 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 is the word now, is the new word in town. Now, let me just talk briefly about Adokuwere. Adokuwere, I don't know why you keep you keep digging hole and you keep putting yourself in this hole. Your hatred, your nastiness has put you in this mess that has nothing to do with you. You keep claiming these people are your family. In your dictionary, in the history of the world, is this how family behaves? This thing got nothing to do with you. And the fact, I was listening to one of the things, I can't remember who posted it, where she was saying she was the one that told them to go to Aro. I put it to you, maggot, you secondary school to lọ nìkan ló lọ, because tó bá mọ̀, if you've ever passed through the corridor of a healthcare institution, you will know that you are a proper it's a pass through anyway. You are not a registered nurse. You are not an LVN or LPN or CNA or whatever tó bá ń lò ní America. O mọ̀ nǹkan kan, orí ẹ kú. Tó bá yẹ pé o mọ̀ ni, you will know the difference between a neurologist and a psychiatrist. But because you don't know, you're saying because wọ́n ti fi nǹkan gbá lórí, òun ló ṣe need psychiatrist. You are a bloody idiot. Stop disgracing yourself. Go learn the different specialties in medicine before you come out and be talking trash. And number two, if you truly think you want to be, because you are not, and the rate you're going, tí wọ́n bá tá a bá ní time títí ẹ, we will write to wàá mọ̀ pé àwọn kan ní time. Gbogbo institution tó wà ní America tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní write sí wọn, they will never give you an admission, because you will know that you won't sọ fún àwọn wèrè tó ń listen ṣe pé kán lọ sí àrò, kán lọ bèrè hospital records, Mohbad, because ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ ìwọ tó ní kán lọ sí àrò ló fi wá di pé wọ́n wá fún ní admission, ní wọ́n wá admit, wọ́n wá treat ẹ ní àrò. You will know what they call data protection. You will know what is called privacy. You don't come out and tell people about any patient, living or dead, about their records. It shows that if you ever truly get to look after patients, you are one of those people that will bring out the details of your patients out. But like I said, before you want to talk about healthcare, go learn different specialty. Olodoni obstetric, she was just jambling and talking. Oni gbogbo orin tí Mohbad kọ after ìgbà tí NDLA incident yẹn, ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ òun. Èèyàn tó ní ọkọ ní ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ló bọ́kọ òun sọ̀rọ̀ in the history of till he's passing away. Spirit ló dẹ̀ tí ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, because kò sí nǹkan tí ò kí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ these days. Grandiose delusion dẹ̀ láàmú, because somebody you don't speak with, you are claiming that ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ ló ṣe lè kọ àwọn orin tó kọ. Ó ṣe kúkú ní kán fún ẹ ní right to some of the music so that you can be gbowó, because ó dá pé that is the thing. Nísìn, oní tó náà wọ́n fi nǹkan gbáyàn lórí, he's not been seen by a neurologist yet. The first thing, do you know why somebody gets seen by a psychiatrist or a psychologist? You don't know. It's not only when you have a traumatic experience on your head, or only, this head, this skull has things that live in it. Oh, you are just a foolish girl. I heard that, I was like, she's saying they hit that person on the head, then the next point of call is arrow. Are you mad or something? That if you haven't given that what's it called, that advice, they would have just gone to see any doctor. Maybe they would have gone to see a dentist or an obstetrician. And I'm like, how does a man sees an obstetrician to your law? Because you don't know. Instead of you to keep to zip your lips, you're just yarning trash. You're making a clown show of yourself. O ti wá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ di eré ìtàgé. No, something is living in us called stadukia. Àtọ̀sí wèrè tán dà sí lórí yẹn, ó sì ń gbé nínú brain yẹn. Ṣé ẹ pé àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà nínú brain tẹ́ pé wọn ò kí ń lè tí. That was the way I felt, Dr. Molara. When I heard it, I was like, you didn't advise him to go and see an obstetrics, which is so me. I can't even remember how she pronounced obstetrics. And and she didn't advise him to go and see a dentist. She just advised him go to Aro straight. Can you tell us the indications why somebody needs to be seen by a psychiatrist? Because you are now the expert in this psychiatrist business. And you will know anyway, because what about when they say that where they thought or see or that or bononda or sisi or condanu. Kan yọ kan dànù ìwọ ó yọ instead ó ṣe withdrawal method instead kó dà sílẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ ó gbé orí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ó tú sí ẹni skull so ó metamorphose into your brain nǹkan tó ń dà ẹ́ láàmú ní brain yẹn no one can tell me otherwise a ní láti ṣe MRI brain ni a máa ṣe CT scan a máa ṣe MRI sister Dukia.
Oh, no. Ẹjọ báwo ni ọkùnrin ṣe máa lọ máa rí obstetrician bẹ́ẹ̀
ó náà ní mo wò pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ dá wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀.
ìfàtọ̀ tí tọ́ọ̀bà ti fi tẹ̀ kọ lọ.
She didn't say that. How can she say that? No, you're whining me, right?
She said she would instead of her advising him to go and see a dentist or an obstetrician, she advised him to go to Arrow straight. And I was like,
that lady is just silly.
I just got so upset.
Láti CT scan straight to Arrow.
Then
God abeg.
that's why I keep trailblazing. That's why I say she is not a nurse. She has no
There's no
knowledge.
difference between her and Nurse Feishara or Feishara.
Exactly, no. Nurse Shara actually knows a lot better.
They are
than
together. They
no,
are the same colleague.
Lilibet. Nurse Shara knows a lot more than Karima. Karima pick things on social media and want to play smart. And the thing is, there are things you don't play smart with. Things you don't have a first-hand knowledge. This is why we have specialty. We have people that have studied a particular, people that have had that have studied some distance. Because if she understands what an OBGYN does, she would not have said that, would not even have come in her conversation or in her statement, because you will know that OBGYN specifically deals with the issue of women. And you saying, I could have advised him to go and see a dentist, or I didn't advise him to go and the way she slowly and sluggishly talks is another annoying thing. And she's saying it with so much emphasis and authority that I was the one that told them to take him straight to Arrow. Why do you think do you think Arrow is just a walk-in center that anyone will just walk to? As in, have you been to, I have done a placement in neuropsychiatric hospital in Arrow. So I've been there. I've done a placement in Yaba. I've been there. So I could speak about entering these two institutions as a student. So how does this nuisance think you just walk into Arrow and just say, you know what, the NDLA hits my head with a gun. Now I'm looking for treatment. Treatment for what? Treatments as for what? What test has been carried out that makes you think you will need the help of a psychiatrist? You jump a lot of holes. You jump so many holes. And the last point of call, your first point of call is what behavioral issue? So even if he was traumatized by being hit with a gun from the incident that happened, he hasn't been seen by a neurologist. He hasn't been, no test was done, no brain scan was done, no CT brain, no MRI, no PET scan, no form of scan was done. The first thing, we don't know if he needs a neurologist, if he needs a psychologist, if he needs a neurosurgeon. No, we have to, because he just wants to demystify and demonize mental health. Makes it looks like the guy truly has some mental health issue. These people are just crazy. She is a bloody nuisance. Only she, 10 years in America, she's the soldier, she's the guard, she's a nurse. And she is so lazy, she will sit in one place yapping and talking nonsense. They said she makes so much money working overtime. And this bloody fool live in a 2-bedroom apartment that all the walls of her kitchen has peeled off. Adokuwere, Atole, go get yourself right. But the aspect for me was ọpẹlọ ó ní ọlá òun ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ òun ni gbogbo orin tí ọmọkùnrin yẹn kọ after tó dé láti Arò. Ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ òun ni tí bá ṣọpẹ́lọpẹ́ òun mo á ní kán kúkú pín gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ pín because wọ́n ti ní nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀ tó pín kán kúkú fún ní títí ẹ̀ because gbogbo wàhálà yẹn náà ọ̀rọ̀ owó ló bá dé. Wàá jókòó wàá ṣépè ìwọ níwò ò pa irọ́ ọjọ́ kan ò parọ́ ọjọ́ kan. Kí ló gbé ẹ kúrò ní ìlú tó wà tó ń bọ̀ gidigidi? What were you coming to look for? Ṣó fẹ́ wá ṣe pàtí ni? You people are just something else. Ẹ lọ tún ọwọ́ yín ṣe, ẹ lọ tọrọ ìdáríjì ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run kẹ́ kó gbá wọlé. Justice ti tán, ẹ bá tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti beginning, ẹ máa go round in a circle ni. Do you know, she now said, okay, they now said, okay, Dr. Kemi now said, Dr. Kemi that is an example of a failure. Failure. How many failure do you know? Kemi, number 1. Yomi, number 2. Buki, number 3. Tabankalo. These people, wàhálà yín, ẹ lọ tọ́jú ara yín, kẹ́ lọ tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ yín. Ẹ ti ya wèrè. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Lẹ́ńchì, ìwọ náà wàá bọ́ta lóru. I didn't even know you were still existing. Ó lọ ṣì, ó kúrò ní gbogbo UK, ó gbé dídí jù. Ẹ lọ ń dóra yín ní Amẹ́ríkà. Ó lọ bá nọ́ọ̀sì, kó lórí wọn ní NMS lab. I now saw that woman. I now asked her. Her name is Miriam. She's a Filipino. I asked her, do you have that a boy called Mohbad? If you are not, me mokoto ìwọ́dẹ̀ wọn bíntín wà bọ́ta toro tí ń fún bíntín lówó oúnjẹ lóṣooṣù ìyẹn wà bọ́ta.
Filipino àwa máa fún yín ní details pé there's nobody called Mohbad. Àwọn tó ti máa jókòó gbọ́rọ̀ wèrè tẹ́ máa ń sọ fún wọn. I'm just amazed.
I'm telling you, as in, and this is somebody ṣàgbọ́jọ́ tán ló ti lọ ka doctor because àwọn eléyìí ò ka medicine no. Doctor ló ka o. Àwọn èèyàn vengeance just dúkìá vengeance ńkọ́ antanos.
Bàbá mi ti ẹ̀ gbúrò ẹ̀ mọ̀ lóyún wà láyé ṣá.
Bàbá Liam bó ló wà.
Pé káńsà ti bá wa dé mọ́lẹ̀.
Ó bẹ́tà kó dé mọ́lẹ̀.
Torí jẹjẹrẹ ló máa bá mi pa ẹ́ dànù.
Àṣẹ. Just dúkìá ó ti ẹ̀dá tẹ̀ wà lókè. Kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe sí ọ̀rẹ́ yín? Because gbọ́dọ̀ máa wò báyìí.
Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ mi gan. Ó sóhun gan fúnra rẹ̀ tó lọ́rọ̀.
Láfẹ́ ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ mi ní Sarah báyìí.
Ọmọ mi ní Sarah has a problem.
Gbogbo ìṣòro tó ti ń ṣe ń sìn kí tún ṣe kẹwọn àmọ́ Ìyábọ̀ ni.
Ìyábọ̀ ni o.
Ó tún wá ra aṣọ sequence àbí aṣọ kan tó ń fẹ́ kó sequence sí láti 2021. Ìyábọ̀ náà wá lọ ra irú ẹ̀ ìgbà tó wọ́n
gbọ́rọ̀
fún ran
torí
lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
tí ẹnìkan náà ṣe ṣaṣọ sọ́jà.
Ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ìgbà tó wọ́n fẹ́ ran lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n wá gbowó tó owó iyebíye sí torí pé Ìyábọ̀ ti rán irú ẹ̀.
Na Iyabo dey call the shots na.
I'm just tired.
Oh my goodness.
Ìyábọ̀ ló tún kó tẹ́nàntì sílé yìí ọmọ mi ní Sarah àwọn ọmọ Igbo tẹ́nàntì.
Iyabo ló rán wọn wá àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Kọ́ lọ gbalé Auto Bola.
Kó lọ gba ilé ẹ̀.
I've never listened to that lady.
When
you
you
need to
want
listen.
to,
Never, not even for a second.
You will laugh.
when you are bored, some you just
Rather than being irritated, you just keep laughing like.
because you'll be like, how did we get to this point in time in life? Your mom in Sarah is a Canadian citizen lòun.
Láti bọ̀ síbò. You are not the citizen.
Èèyàn kan wá bí ibi tó ti ń jam talk èèyàn kan wá bí pé when are you going back to Canada? Ló bá gbaná jẹ́ oníyàbọ̀ ṣé wọ́n nìyẹn.
Oh, you're talking about Auto Bola.
Now.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were talking about that other lady.
Which other one?
No, that other lady, I don't want to mention her name.
The unmentionable.
No, not that one.
I can't ever listen to that one. Like never.
I've never listened.
She who must not be named.
Exactly.
Voldemort's wife.
The first of her name that cannot be named. She was going on about Iyabo, how Priscilla, the back look different from pregnant women. So she now remembered when she was pregnant, when she was younger. Her back wasn't like that. I say, you that look like Okeolumo, you want to compare yourself to a 23 years old petite girl. You want to...
How can you even be comparing yourself with? What I mean, I don't compare wedding wọn sí. Eléyìí tán lọ ṣe lórí tennis court sí.
Aláwọ̀ aláwọ̀ kù ló pọ̀ jù lórí social media mú wa. Ó dẹ̀ compare ipe kinní kan àtúnṣe àtúgbàdúrà àtúnṣe pé àtúnṣe. Honestly, I don't know if I should feel sorry for that one or just be looking at her. At least inú brother K1 mama dùn sí pé at least ó ti yọ yẹnu lọ́rọ̀ òun for some time. Ó yẹnu lọ́rọ̀ for some time, okay? At least ọ̀nà Ìyábọ̀ láyé ń jẹ́ ń sìn. Mo rí ojú lárí. Sometimes ẹ kàn máa wò pé tí n bá ti gbọ́ dé half mo máa sùn lọ ni. So half of the things wá sọ pé kí n gbọ́. Ìgbà mi bá tún wẹ̀ pé Auto Bola ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin ṣé mo pé mi ti ń sọ láti ọjọ́ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ mu ògógóró yé mùmúkùmú mọ́. Auto Bola náà dẹ̀ ti sọ ó ní àwọn ọmọ kòbókòbó, àwọn ọmọ ìzòbò, àwọn ọmọ ìbìní, àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ló ń ṣe ògógóró. Ògógóró tó ń ta lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ pa yín ni kó ba lè gba gbogbo lẹ́yìn. So ẹ yé mu ògógóró àwọn ọmọ ìbíní, àwọn ọmọ
ìbíní,
àwọn ọmọ ìṣòbò.
Òròbòwádó.
Àwọn ọmọ òròbòwáyó. Ó lóun ò rí ó ní ó ṣe jẹ́ ó láwọn Ìgbò ṣe wá pọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí ná. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan ẹyẹ ọmọ Ìgbò ẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí ná.
Padà sílé yín o.
Ẹ padà sílé yín o. Auto Bola fẹ́ lo Èkó o. Because Auto Bola òun náà tó jọmọ aráàlú òkè tó wá láti Àkúrẹ́ olómi méjì. Olóṣè ọmọ Àjàgùnà tóun náà wá ń jà sẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Wetin Musa no go see for gate.
No be juju be that.
Ó láwọn ọmọ ìṣòbò àtàwọn ọmọ ìbíní lòun rí káàkiri. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó lóun ò tí bu ẹgbẹ́ tó kù o. Ẹgbẹ́ tó kù. Come over here. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ behave. Ike because kéèsì tó wà wájú òun wọn ní kó lọ mú 500,000 wá wípé tóun bá máa ṣe bíi 10 cases táwọn máa ṣe 10 cases ṣe 5 million ló máa fi ṣẹjọ́ pé so òun ò ní gbà o pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kí má máa record àwọn èèyàn mọ́, it is illegal to record pé but come fún òun ní chance. Being a Canadian citizen, you gotta give her a chance to be recording people because she is a Canadian citizen, so her rights supersedes every other human rights. Nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ fún ọmọ ọmọ
kò tí rẹ̀ ní bá ṣẹjọ́ ni.
ó fẹ́ pé oríṣiríṣi èèyàn
ẹjẹ́ bọ́ta.
How did she sort out her tenants issue?
Tenant said that's one part of what she's saying. She said it's Iyabo that sent that tenant.
Is Iyabo that sent the tenant to her again?
Yes, now.
It's a mental case. Start to decrease. Solo mental. Solo mental.
I laughed. I was at work when I was listening to it, and I'm like, so now Iyabo is the problem of the nation now.
Nancy Kemkem said everything that Wumi has been writing on her page.
Is Iyabo that wrote it?
And Shebi, no, it's not VD Maggot that came with that narrative when he said he paid a hacker to hack the Wumi's account or something funny, that they found out that she and Iyabo are using the same IP address.
On the paper.
So Iyabo is the national.
Please, my people, I want to ask a question. How will you pay 20 million and you now end up with TikTok narratives? Please, can any of you analyze that for me?
I was in my
school. Is really big.
I feel with me.
What I said from beginning, VDM is his IQ is not up to 2 digits, to be honest. Average human IQ is from 70, but VDM's own, I don't think is up to 2 digits. And VDM, this is not an insult to you. This is a statement of fact. Because if I'm paying 20 million for something, I should get...
First, we know that he didn't pay shit. You know
of
that.
Of course, we know. He's a liar.
So we're analyzing on that lie. Like, let's assume he paid or let's believe he paid. Okay.
He didn't pay nothing. He didn't pay nothing but saying he paid to hack people's phone or to get access to people's privacy. Number one, this is why I said his IQ is so low. Because if you have up to a normal human IQ, you will know that you are confessing to a crime. It's a criminal offense. But I think he's so... I don't really know how much to place this guy called Very Daft Boy. The fact that he doesn't actually understand the level of criminal acts he is committing. And when the law decides to do justice or do take its full weight on him, people will start crying and say,
the first arm of the government. I don't know what they are looking at, letting that boy.
See, Sajukia, my own personal opinion now, Shamokwe Okolonta is a prick seller, and I think now this is allegedly. Me feel pé àwọn people yẹn wọ́n ti ta ẹ̀pọ̀n sí VDM lọ́wọ́, so he's blackmailing them. Ọjọ́ tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ máa ráyè tiẹ̀, ọjọ́ tí wọ́n bá máa ráyè tiẹ̀, á mọ̀ pé humans. So she feel pé òun ní upper hand at the moment to manipulate and blackmail people in the realms of affair. You know, because if not, how do one human being have this some way wage so much power against a whole nation, trying to call for anarchy trying to call for a state of unrest in a big country like Nigeria, and they are kí lẹ sọ.
Mo ní wọ́n wòran.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wòran ta lòun ta ní bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ń lù yìí.
Ta ni ìyá ẹ̀ tó lọ ń yáwó báńkì?
Ìyá ẹ̀ olè ajíbolè, ìyá ẹ̀ klepto. Irú èyí the other one yẹn tó kó 100 million fún àtijọ́ yẹn ni mi ò gbà tiẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà bọ̀. Ìjọ yẹn ni mo sọ pé something is not right with these people, because how can Nigerians need help? How can Nigeria as a nation need help? And you think giving one individual 100 million naira as a form of charity, and the state of our teaching hospital is in a despicable state. That country needs help. You as a human being have never used your voice. You've never used your position. You never used your voice to help that country. But one guy, Tá Mori, Okonde, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, Dr. Molara, I agree with you. Ó kàn kó 100 million sílẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí gbogbo the rest of Nigeria kan fojú re wò ẹ́. No, now something is not adding up with these people, you know. So, bó ó ń wá, and another thing is, bóyá ó ń bá wọn fọ́ owó wọn, he could be a laundryman, helping them to launder their money, you know. Because how can you call 20... Ma?
You're right.
He's probably helping them to wash their money as well, in the name of charity. So, it's not adding up. So him
because all the big money tó lóhùn gbà, àárín nǹkan tó fi ń ṣe.
Exactly.
The money must be going somewhere.
Ma?
Only the money must be going somewhere.
It is going somewhere. He is washing that money for them.
They wanted to go tell their other
because òun ló ṣe máa tẹ, òun lè ṣe ń rí tó ń pe owó 20 million. Ta ló ń fi 20 million ra irọ́? As in, lè sọ pé o ra WhatsApp information yẹn fún 100,000 naira gan, kí n believe ká tó wá sọ 20 million. So it's a way to wash that money that is sitting in his account. So Akpolajo ní EFCC already, you know. So he is a laundryman for them. Kó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní history àwọn èèyàn tán ti lò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ẹgbẹ́ títì náà ti máa ń bòkú wọn last ni vulture ló máa jẹ òkú ẹ̀ last.
Ọmọ wípé wọ́n máa sọ pé ẹni tó bá ṣe kinní kan ó lè jù nínú.
Tẹ́lẹ̀ nǹkan alẹ́gbẹ́ títì náà ti máa bòkú ẹ̀ ńjọ́ kan. Àwọn tó nífọ̀n tó lè kánná tán lórúkọ táwọn ẹbí wọn jẹ́yàn, when they are ready to dispose of you, they will do it, not to talk of you. And the thing is, àwọn ọmọ tí wọn mọ̀ wọn náà máa ń lò fún iṣẹ́ burúkú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, because they have no contribution to the society. VDM has no contribution to the society, to be honest. And VDM, this is not a shade to you. It's a statement of fact.
Wọ́n ló lọ Benue.
Kí ló lọ ṣe ń Benue?
Àwọn èèyàn ní they give him thumbs up for
going to Benue. So bí àwọn èèyàn tó dìídì jìjàǹgbara ní ìlú yẹn, wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n morúkọ wọn. VDMs then will always go down as a clout chaser, atoko jẹun prick seller, olóṣì aláìníṣẹ́. Ìgbà tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jáde ńgbà yẹn, that was one of the questions people asked. Iṣẹ́ kí ni bọ̀bọ́ yìí ń ṣe? Wọ́n ló ń ṣe irun. Ta ló ti rí fídíò ibi tí bọ̀bọ́ yìí ti ń ṣe irun fún yàn? Kí lorúkọ salon ẹ̀? So ọkùnrin máa jí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù, a wá jókòó sórí internet níwájú shurak, a máa sọ fún yín pé you're gonna learn in the hard way, and men will be hailing him. Tẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn idiot kan lórí èmi ò tẹ́ kí n dá àwọn ọmọ kékeré yẹn lóhùn lórí Instagram anyway. Wọ́n á ní anybody tó bá ti like VDM is a single mother. Ta ni ya VDM?
ẹ ṣé o, a máa dá fún yín o. Ẹ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé bàbá ẹ̀ dà.
Bàbá ẹ̀ dà. tó jẹ́ age 30 ní VDM ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ ọ̀nà ìlú ẹ̀ ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ Agẹ́nẹ̀bodè lòun. I always thought he's from Benin. Ṣebí ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ júwe ilé grandfather ẹ̀ fún ni tó ṣẹ̀ lọ s'Agẹ́nẹ̀bodè. So he grew up in Benin. He didn't even know where his family house was. He doesn't know where his village is. Ìyẹn làwọn kan ń pè ní kinní. But like I said, from history, from time immemorial, àwọn boys tó máa ń lò as mercenary tó ń bá ti lò ẹ́ tán wọ́n máa jù ẹ́ nù sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì, ajá ló máa jẹ òkú ẹ̀. Ìzídà kan ló lọ jalè wọ́n fìbọn pa ẹ́, ọ̀kan rọ ẹ́ ní drug pa kan lo OD. Mo ti ríru yín many times, so nǹkan that's one of the two. Àfi tó bá sá kúrò nílùú yẹn kó sá kúrò gan, àfi tí wọn bá ní ìdí ẹ̀ kán lọ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ Russian tó sá wá sí UK lọ́dún yẹn. Ìgbà táwọn Russia fẹ́ wá pa mọ́ UK ṣé wọ́n rí pa biological kíní kan náà fi pa ni chemical agent ẹ̀ kan náà fi pa dànù. So VDM continue to devano. Kí ni wọ́n ń pè Blẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ ó ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ pàbó ló já sí. This is ordinary president Ahmed Issa. Na me dey ask for DNA.
Bálákú bàbá ẹ ló dóhùn mí lóyún.
Baba Mohbad, tell me. So they wanted to
now. Where is he? Berekete is a millionaire.
Wunmi wá ló béèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Berekete has taken over the case.
Berekete bá ní kó máa bọ̀ l'Abuja tó bá bí ẹ ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kó ló lọ.
That's Mercy Idris now. I've known Berekete for 15 years now. Me, now you go hear him.
Berekete is a millionaire.
Yes, still dey for ground. We still dey wait to hear. Wetin we wan hear wey we never hear since.
We dey wait to.
People understand. So 2 weeks can pass and Wunmi will not still go to Abuja. Okay. Now, wow, this Wunmi, I don't understand though. You don't have respect though. You don't have respect. So they are calling you in Abuja and you no gree answer.
It's audacity for me.
He didn't have respect.
Wunmi has power more than the IG of police. Berekete is a million. If them done you well.
Wunmi is a very girl.
She didn't have respect.
How can they be calling
She
you?
can do anything and she's not afraid of anybody to question her.
They put warrant of arrest for your head. You still no gree go.
I swear.